The latest iPhone, glamorous idol, popular mobile games, scenic trees, fashion trends, shopping sprees in electoral store. We are surrounded by a dazzling array of advertising goods and services, which has changed our social environment to a certain extent. We are no longer surrounded by people as we used to be, instead of surrounded by objects. The result is that we unconsciously are in a controlled state. It was only after reading Baudrillard's book on consumer society that I began to reflect on my consumption behavior. Revolution, the extreme elaboration of productive and the accumulation of goods used to meet people's variety needs lead us into a carnival era of the material abundance, forming a consumer society. However, the abundance in the consumer society is only a superficial phenomenon. Baudrillard writes in his book that all the game of the welfare state and the consumer society are to eliminate the contradiction between them, increasing the total amount of wealth and achieving the level of automatically equivalent and final equilibrium, that is the general level of the welfare of all. But the main contradiction here is the issue of the equally and the inequally. Naturalistic anthropology believes that everyone is equal in the face of the principles of needs and satisfaction, and in the face of the value of material wealth, everyone is equal. For example, everyone needs to eat, everyone needs to sleep, and everyone is equal in this need. In addition, the washing machine is used to be wash clothes, and the kettle is used to be boil water. All people are equal in terms of how things can be used, but the issue of equality in society has always linked the rich to the poor, and there is a largely insurmountable gulf between the two. So capital transforms the promised equality in the need for things, social achievement, happiness, and equality in front of other obvious things, thus obscuring the truth that equality is unattainable. However, this method of diverting attention cannot truly eliminate social contradiction. And even sometimes our needs are not our really needs, but the needs that are created by the company. For example, in the 19th century, a black pear appeared on the market and no one was interested because everyone feared familiar red pears. People didn't have a demand for black pear. Pear King Salvador came up with the mass of using symbols to define black pears in order to sell them. He commissioned Winston, a gem merchant, to display it in a 15th annual window display with an incredible price, and to turn a series of advertisements for black pears in a window richly printed magazine, and to foil them with expensive gemstones. So the black pear, which could not be sold, was actually priced as a rare treasure entered the electoral market, and Salvador gained a huge fortune because of it, and the mass media tried to create desire, and the consumer pay for the symbol, and in turn the consumer society, and the mass media clever used resilience to guide desire, suggesting what people should consume. This bending of consumption and personal identity can affect people's logic. In a consumer society, people gradually become accustomed to looking at others through the lens of measuring goods, and the relationship between people becomes the relationship between accommodating consumption. And it's not just a relationship with others, relationship with oneself that's become a relationship of consumption, as the book said. So what should we do? We should judge the real self needs. jump out the gates of other and ourselves, and refuse to become a slave to consumption in our real life.